worth it, cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind.
Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Christine. Today we are doing a full face of clean makeup, and I'm actually at YouTube Studios right now. I'm at YouTube Studios, which is like a space here in LA that is open for all creators that meet like the minimum requirements, and we're able to use it and film here free, which is so nice. I have a table here of clean makeup, a nice clean background, and it looks super professional. Before we go and get started, first make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already and the little notification bell. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the tutorial. And so I have like this really nice clean backdrop. I have like studio lights and everything set up. It's just so cool. I'll show you guys like a little behind the scenes, but I had one of the tech guys come back and help me because I'm useless and all of this gear is like high grade professional and I'm not a professional, so I was like, please help me. Okay, so before we go ahead and get started with the video, if you guys don't know what clean beauty is, it's pretty much, it varies from brand to brand, but what I like about the clean at Sephora category, by the way, this video is not sponsored at all. I'm just like starting to get more passionate about just being aware of the ingredients of products that I'm using, skincare, beauty, all that good stuff. So Sephora has a clean category, so it has specific guidelines that tell us exactly what clean means. What it means is it is formulated without parabens, sulfates, phthalates, and there's like a whole list of things that you can find on Sephora's website. The whole idea of that is the ingredients of even makeup or skincare that you put onto your skin can affect hormones, your bodily function. There's been research that shows that certain ingredients can cause certain diseases or even cancer, and so there's so much research that has gone into it, and it's just like eating good food, eating organic whole food is better for you than like fast foods. I cheated and went ahead and did my brows, and I used the Benefit Ka-Brow to do my brows. I hopped onto Sephora's website and they didn't have a single brow pencil that is clean. I'm sure certain brands like Detox Market and Credo, they have like such a wide variety of clean makeup, but Sephora is definitely expanding. For face makeup, I wanted to use this Kosas tinted face oil. Oh my gosh. My skin is looking so good, so I feel like I don't even need that much coverage to begin with. So I heard this podcast that Leigh was on, and one of my girlfriends that is part of the Sephora squad, her name is Grace Atwood. She has a podcast called Bad on Paper Podcast, and she had Leigh on, and if you guys don't know who Leigh is, she actually has her own skincare brand that is carried at Sephora. Her skincare is like one of my favorite brands I ever tried because she just has really good clean skincare, and it's not just like good for being clean skincare, it's just good skincare in general. She told her story on the podcast. She was hospitalized because she found out that she had a brain tumor, and the doctor was trying to figure out like why it happened to her. So he asked her if she was eating good food and all that stuff, and she was like, I eat really clean, I eat really healthy. And then he asked her, what products are you using? And she was like, what do you mean? And he was like, what ingredients do your products have? And she never really thought about it because she was always about eating good food, eating clean, but she never really thought about the ingredients that are included in her products. I don't remember exactly all the information that was in the podcast, so I'll go ahead and include the link to the podcast down below if you guys want to listen to it. I'm also using the Ilia True Skin Serum Concealer, by the way. Pretty much, she had the surgery, she had the cancer/tumor removed, and so now she is cancer free. She went home and tossed all the skincare, all the makeup that she had, and she started her own brand. And so her brand is all about clean skincare and putting good ingredients onto your face and onto your skin, and just being like woke of the counter effects of these chemicals and stuff like that that are all in our skincare that we don't really think about. That skin tint is bomb. I feel like it is very light to medium coverage, but if you have a good base to begin with, I really like that because it gives you a little bit of coverage, but it makes your skin just still look like skin. Also, if my brows look extra thick or like unruly, it's because I did it in the car on the way here, and Brennan drives like a freaking maniac, so I was like in the car drawing my eyebrows like this. Okay, another thing that I noticed about clean beauty is a lot of this stuff are like creams. So I have cream blush, cream highlighter, everything's a cream, and so I'm gonna be using this Kosas Helios. This is the intense version. Oh wait, no it's not. I love these duos. I feel like the pigments and colors on these are so pretty, so I'm just gonna start with a little bit on the cheek. Okay, so that is what the blush looks like finished. I kind of wanted to go crazy because usually once you powder everything, it just takes away a lot of the coverage and the pigment. And then next I'm going to take some of this Ilia Liquid Light highlighter, and I'm just going to use this on the top of my cheekbones. Ilia and Kosas have got to be two of my favorite like clean beauty brands. I feel like even in general they have really good products. By the way, the sponge that I'm using is from AliExpress, and it was a couple dual-less, and it's one of my favorite sponges of all time. I have a sponge review video if you guys want to check that out. Okay, and then now I'm gonna set everything with this Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. I also had no idea that Cover FX was clean, but I haven't tried very many products from them, so it sounds like I need to go get some more. I also realized I didn't bring like an all over face powder, so I'm just gonna pick up some more of this translucent powder and use it to set the rest of my face, especially because we are using that tinted foundation and it was really like liquidy, so we want to make sure that we are setting that. And I do like to bake the sides of my nose as well because I feel like it does help my nose look a little bit more snatched. Okay, next I'm going to leave the skin like that. I'm going to go in with the eyes, and I have this Supergoop Shimmer Shade SPF 30. This is actually an eyeshadow that contains SPF, and these are actually so good because the pigment on these are really pretty, and I like that they contain SPF as well because they kind of protect your eyes. So the color on that is really pretty. It's pretty pigmented, like look at that. So I'm just gonna kind of blend that out with my finger. It does kind of set, and once it sets, it really stays there. So I want to make sure that we really blend it out. And this is a clean finger, so I can buff out the edges. Okay, and I do want to deepen it up a little bit. I have these cutie little singles from RMS Beauty. We have like some good matte shades. So I think I'm gonna use this one because it's a little bit warmer. This is Tobacco Road. And I'm just gonna take a little brush and pick up a little bit of that. Okay, so that looks really pretty. The eyes look a little bit dark, so I do want to put kind of a shimmer on the center of my lid. I have these 10-second eyeshadows from Kosas. I really like these, and the shimmers in here are so pretty. So I don't know what shade I want to use yet. This one is in the color Globe, and then this one is in the color Supreme. Okay, so these are very liquidy, but they blend out so easily. So look how pretty that is, so shimmery. And then with my fingers, kind of just tap, and it really blends out. Like, look at that. Next, I'm gonna curl the eyes, and we're gonna do some liquid eyeliner. Okay, so I'm using this Ilia liquid eyeliner. Also, I just uploaded a video on how I do my wing liner, so be sure to check that video out. I'm happy with that. Next, I'm gonna go in with some mascara. I'm not doing any false lashes today, so I have to use waterproof mascara. I don't have a clean one. This one is from Japan. It is their Heroin Make Volume and Curl Mascara. This one is super waterproof, and it's one of the only mascaras that keep my eyelashes straight. I definitely meant to say curled, like all day. Okay, and then for clean mascaras, I have this one from Ilia. This is a really good mascara. Look at the wand on this. Okay, so eyes look good. I'm really happy with that. And then let's go ahead and finish up with the face. I have this little palette here from RMS Beauty. It's so cute. This is their Sensual Skin Trio. The colors in here actually look super nice. I'm actually gonna go in with this bronzer and bronze up my face a little bit. But yeah, if you guys are interested in finding more about clean beauty, I definitely recommend reading into it a little bit more. There are so many different brands out there. There may not be as many like good makeup products as like the mainstream brands that maybe aren't clean, but I think it's just a small step that we can take. Our health is so important. Why not just make it a priority, you know? This bronzer is shimmery, and it's kind of leaving like patches on my skin. I also don't have any other bronzers here, so we're just gonna have to make it work. This brush is also like shedding all over me. It's like an old Morphe brush that I have. But the color of the bronzer is nice. I wish it just would blend a little bit nicer. There's also a couple other people here at the space, and a lot of the times people come here to film like short films. Even some movies have been filmed here, and Will Smith just uploaded a video where he filmed here in like the room behind me, which is insane. So anyways, people come here to film all these like professional productions, and they come in with a director and a whole team, and here I am like by myself, and I'm like, I'm here to film a makeup tutorial. And then I'm gonna see if I can contour my nose with this, but the color is so shimmery. Okay, so that is what my nose contour looks like, and it actually looks pretty good. I think I'm happy with that. My face already looks like it's getting a little bit more oily, so I'm actually gonna go in with a little bit more of this translucent powder and kind of just pat wherever I'm oily. See, that blush that we applied on earlier is now so muted, so I think that was the perfect amount. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with this pink color in here, and I'm just gonna put a little bit more color on my cheeks. And then we are almost done. I have this highlighting powder from Monolids, and they're actually another clean beauty brand as well. It was started by, I believe she's an influencer. Her name is Annie Lawless. I think all of her makeup is clean, so I definitely have to try out more of her stuff. Okay, we are nearing the end. For some reason, I thought Hourglass was clean, but they're actually just cruelty-free. And so I brought this ambient lighting palette, which I was so excited to use. I actually used this in a recent makeup tutorial, and I also have a lipstick from them that I was gonna use, but they're not clean. So I have this RMS Beauty Lip to Cheek in the color Diabolic. I used this in my last makeup tutorial, and it's kind of a deep plum color, and so I'm just gonna blot this on my lip. Hopefully it's not too dark. It's not super pigmented, so it's nice that I'm able to kind of play with it a little bit. Wow, that ended up being a really pretty color. So that is the finished look, you guys. I had so much fun creating this and putting it together. When I go home, I want to look more into some clean beauty brands that maybe aren't carried at Sephora that I want to try out. But if you guys have any favorite brands or products that you tried out, let me know down below. I would love to hear your guys' recommendations. And that is it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. Give this video a thumbs up before you go, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.